Hello, everybody. Kelly Bruning from Soaps and Such, coming live from you from Big Rogers City, Michigan. Hello, everybody. We're going to talk about magnificent, mature skin tonight. So that's our regimen for tonight, magnificent, mature skin. I, in particularly, can relate to that because I have mature skin. So this is the second in our series of skin regimens as we go along this week, covering all the different skin regimens and things that we should be aware of and look at as we develop a skin regimen of our own and customize our product choices to healthy and natural products. So I like to think of this as a talk session in which you get a little piece of me one-on-one with you with these particular regimens. So there's no obligation to buy whatsoever any of these products that I go over with, but it's your chance to see me one-on-one because I'm not in the shop all the time. I'm in the shop Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And some of you may come in and I'm not there. So I know one of the comments that I got from last night's session was, I'm really glad you're doing these regimen sessions. It provides me a lot of feedback on your products, and it gives me guidance on what to choose for my own beauty regimens. So tonight we're going to tackle magnificent mature skin. So and that kind of includes yours truly, because I am really old and I look kind of young. So I particularly like this particular session. It's a little bit longer than the rest because a few more products that I want to go over that will help mature skin in the aging process. So as we age, there's a couple of things that happen. We lose moisture in our skin, and our skin tends to lose elasticity and starts to sag down. Uh, and we also tend to get some creasing in our corners of our eyes and in our forehead, like I do. I'm starting to get for mature skin. So we have the biological impacts of losing elasticity in the epidermis as we age and losing hydration in our skin. And as we do that, gravity kind of pulls down the epidermis of the skin. And so as such, with mature skin, we try to kind of battle that, or to look at products with properties that will help plump our skin and will help hydrate our skin. So as we move along, we want to look at things that, for instance, hyaluronic acid, which plumps the skin and hydrates the skin 1,000 times. We also want to look at things that help with collagen production, because collagen production will help to decrease the fine lines and help get that youthful appearance and a little bit of a lift in our epidermis of our skin and our face. So, and we're also looking for collagen production, retinol, and hyaluronic acid, those three things that will help us to supplement what nature in general and aging process has taken away. So those are some of the things you want to look at in your beauty regimen, whether you choose Soaps and Such products or another product. Again, as I always emphasize, you always want to read the label and make sure you know what you're getting. At Soaps and Such, I've done all the research because I'm a big advocate in healthy bath and beauty products, as you know. And I'm also a scientist and a researcher by trade. So I've done all the research before I've developed these products to ensure that the properties actually work like they're supposed to work. So again, in a beauty regimen, we look at cleansing the skin, we look at toning the skin, and moisturizing the skin. So we always want to keep that in mind. Cleanse, tone, and moisturize are the three main ingredients to keep a healthy and youthful face. What often happens is that we all get busy with life's moments, so to speak, and we run out of time and we say, forget it, I'm not going to put on that serum tonight. I'm just going to go to bed. I'm too tired to do it. Or, I'm not going to wash my face tonight because I'm too tired to do it. Well, you really have to invest in yourself. Believe me, I'm probably somebody who's the less fussiest person in the whole wide world. And if you told me 10 years ago I'd be doing this, I'd say, oh, you're crazy. Uh, but I've come to appreciate practical application and consciousness of really taking care of myself and my body and so on. And I want to impart that wisdom onto you tonight as we talk about mature skin. So again, we're concerned with fine lines. We're concerned with some sagging issues due to loss of hydration and aging in general. So the first thing we talk about is how do we take all that makeup off our face if we do use makeup. And by the way, I have no makeup on tonight as usual. So this is what I look like without any stitch of makeup on using my own products. So but again, we want to cleanse, we want to cleanse, tone, and hydrate. Those are three things: cleanse, tone, and hydrate. Keeping in mind the specific concerns we have about aging skin, or mature skin is what I like to call it, including myself, of our face and our general body altogether. So the first thing we talk about is getting the makeup off. How do we do that? Well, there's two ways or two products that I recommend at Soaps and Such that will do the trick of getting the makeup off if you're a heavy makeup user. The first one I mentioned last night is the makeup remover here at $6. Has some coconut oil in it and some other emollients in it, and it does a quick clean with something like this, which is like a little cotton. I use Swiffers. Put a little bit on that, and you can take your makeup off with that. Again, taking off your makeup saves a lot of wear and tear on your cleanser. So that's one way that you can do it with our makeup remover. What I personally use, because I'm lazy and I don't want to splash my face with water, is I use this Fresh Face Natural 3-in-1 product. And of course, you know, in my products, I'm kind of selfish. I kind of think of what I would want to use. Well, first right here, this is a makeup remover, moisturizer, and cleanser in one. Believe it or not, it actually takes me 40 seconds to use it. And it is infused with frankincense essential oils. So frankincense essential oil helps with anti-aging properties. So I'm able to remove my makeup, moisturize, and cleanse my face in about 60 seconds by putting a little bit of this cleanser onto the Swiffer pad and wiping my face off. I use the front of it, put a little bit on the back, and then finish off the back. And then I'm done for the night. So I like things quick and easy. We also have one of these for acne, but we're talking about mature skin right now. So again, the frankincense essential oil that's infused in that really helps with not stripping your face when you cleanse it. And you don't want to strip your face when you have mature skin. You want to try to keep it as supple and moisturized as you can at all times. So you certainly don't want a cleanser that's going to strip off your face. If your face feels tight after you've washed it, you need to consider a different cleanser for mature skin. It should feel supple. You should be able to go like this and not have it feel tight. If you do and you have mature skin, you probably need to change your cleanser. I like the frankincense in this, and it really, really does a really good job. So if you're like me, you don't like to splash your face, and you want to get done in 60 seconds so you can go to bed, this is what you would do to cleanse your face from mature skin. It's called Fresh Face Natural 3-in-1. Cleanser with the Swisper pads. And I like the Swisper pads because they don't leave little tiny cotton strays along your face like a lot of the cheap ones do. So I specifically package this with the Swispers in the shop and sell it online as well. So that's one option for cleansing your face from mature skin because we don't want to strip the oils completely away. The other option you can have for washing your face from mature skin, I mentioned this last night, is the pomegranate and geranium face wash. I'll hold that up. It's a foaming face wash, big, huge bottle. But what this has in it that's really good for mature skin is that water-soluble calendula extract that's in there. It's expensive for me to buy. but I buy it because that helps with any redness and it helps soothes the skin. And then it's a Castile-based type of foaming soap, which is the most mild type of foaming soap that I can make. So, and then it has geranium in there too, with that the inherent properties of healing. So that I would recommend for mature skin as well, if you don't mind splashing your face. Okay. Then this is also about brown spots too, because as we age, we get brown spots. Let me see if I can show you one up. See, I gotta trust the camera on this. But right here, you can probably see, I'll go up closer, a little brown spot of mine that's almost faded. You can kind of see that. So, um, so with aging, that comes, unfortunately for me, with hereditary. Also, it comes along with brown spots. So the only thing that's going to take care of brown spots naturally is either neem or vitamin C or lemon, those three things. The neem is pulpated from a bush in India, and it helps with rosacea, which is what that brown spot is part of. And this particular soap, hold it up, is a soap that I make. It's available in the shop and online, and it's infused with neem. So that's what it looks like. I use the brown spots of the egg. You can kind of see as kind of mimicking your face type of thing. But this soap is infused with neem. So if you prefer a soap bar and you have the brown spots that I get every now and then because of old age, then you might want to consider that beauty bar infused with neem. Now, neem doesn't smell good, but it has some inherent properties that fight against rosacea and brown spots. So that's why I would recommend it for mature skin, because as we mature, we get brown spots, and sometimes we get barnacles and all sorts of weird things that we thought we'd never get. So again, if you have those brown spots and you like a bar soap, again, the neem infused soap would be your best bet, because the neem properties would help fade those age spots. Okay, so we have makeup removing and cleansing out of the way with those types of products. So now we go to the astringent. And I'm a big advocate of the rose water astringent for all skin types. It's just been one of the products that I made early on that really, really is a sellout type of product and has proven itself over time. And this is it. If I can get it right here for you. This is it right here, the rose water astringent. Right here, I'll get myself out of the way. But that is really good for aging skin, because inherent in the rose water is rose hips. And rose hips really help to moisturize and soothe mature skin. And it's also good for tightening up pores and to help with lessen anti-aging, but lessen those little wrinkles around your eyes and so on. Just a good soothing astringent. It has some glycerin in it as well. So the glycerin properties help to moisturize. So first you want to cleanse with one of the cleansers I just mentioned. And then second, you want to use an astringent on your pores. Again, this also balances your pH of your face as well. And one of our number one selling products at Soaps and Such, just a magnificent astringent. It's made with witch hazel, rose water, and glycerin. Just a little bit of that rose smell inherent in the petals that we use to produce this rose water astringent. So it's not too rosy. It's not like grandma's roses from way back when. And it sells for $13 in the shop. And again, you would and online as well, and you would put that on with a cotton ball like this. Again, this is a Swiffer. I use this in the morning instead of washing my face. I use those face pads at night if I'm wearing a lot of makeup, which lately I don't do because I'm wearing a mask all the time. And use this in the morning to wash my face because I don't need a heavy cleanser, the rose water astringent. So you have your astringent for your mature skin. Rose water astringent is what I would recommend. something very mild and comforting, and that the rose hips and that rose water will really help with the anti-wrinkles around your face, particularly around the eye area as well, because rose hips are really healthy for you. So that's your astringent. So we've done cleanse, astringent, and moisturize. Okay, so when we moisturize, we want to protect the moisture that we have in our face, and we also want to make sure that the pollution doesn't steal any moisture away. So pollution, smoke, those types of things, an atmosphere that is really hazy, I guess, with bad air quality, that type of thing, smoking in the environment, anything like that. Natural pollutions just pull that hydration out of our skin. So how can we get that hydration back? And remember before when I first started talking, we also want to make sure that we plump up mature skin because we have a loss of collagen production, which kind of leads to sagging of the skin and makes it become unfirm. And so what do we have in a natural product that can help us bring back some of that plumpness of youthful skin? This is the hyaluronic acid that I make, and I have to get special permission to make this hyaluronic acid right here. And what hyaluronic acid is not really an acid at all. People say, oh, acid, and they get upset. Well, that's just what it's called, hyaluronic acid. Now, what does hyaluronic acid do, and why is mine a little bit different than everybody else's? Well, hyaluronic acid, what it does is that it can hold its weight 1,000 times. You can see that on the label there. If I hold it right, hyaluronic 1,000 times. So it will absorb up to 1,000 times its weight in water and progressively release moisture back into your skin, keeping your skin hydrated. So that's what it does. So what it does is that it puts that suppleness back into your skin, and it also plumps your skin and puts it like a dewy look on your face. So I use this every morning after I wash. So I wash with those face pads I showed you. I use the rose water astringent. That's next because I have mature skin. And then I use my hyaluronic acid. And what I like a lot about my formulation is that a lot of hyaluronic acids, when you use them, the cheap ones are runny. This has some body to it. And also a lot of hyaluronic acid that I've looked at and tried or see what the competitor is doing, they're sticky and ucky. And I go, ugh, how can you stand to have that on your face? If I'm going to make one, I'm going to make sure it's not sticky and ucky because I wouldn't want to put that on my face. And so it's not sticky and ucky. I use one pump and I do my whole face. And I also concentrate on this area where there's some, creasing lines right here and right here. I concentrate on that area, but one pump of this. And what that does is that it keeps my moisture in. So we think of hyaluronic acid. I kind of explain it to people in the shop as it's kind of like providing a mask to your face, an invisible mask to your face in which it keeps your hydration in. So the pollution isn't stealing it away. And smoking the cigarettes isn't stealing it away. And the general environment isn't sucking that moisture out of your skin. So that's what hyaluronic acid, a good quality one, does for your skin. Again, one of the products I recommend for every skin type because it really helps to keep that moisture in. Now, particularly for mature skin, it helps with any sagging issues that you may have because it's going to plump it back up over time. And for those of you that like a dewy look, I mean, I was looking at some of my videos that I've done. I said, oh boy, she looks gorgeous, and she's got this dewy look on my face. I said, oh, geez, dummy, I'm using my own dewy dew. That's why I look so good. So, again, it's awesome. I ran out of this over the pandemic. I live in Rogers City, and the shop is 45 minutes away, and I was always going like this, trying to get every drop out of that hyaluronic acid so I didn't have to run down to the store and pick up a new bottle. But one of the awesome products that we sell, it's 24 bucks at the shop, and you can't go wrong with our hyaluronic acid. like getting a good drink of water for your skin and just keeping it in there and keeping it hydrated. Excuse me. So that's what we do to keep the moisture in. Yeah, okay, Kelly. Phew. Well, now we're done. We already got 3 products on our face. Well, not quite. Now, people think hyaluronic acid is a moisturizer, and hyaluronic acid isn't really a moisturizer. Remember, I said it's a way to keep your moisture in. So, if you want to add moisture, the way to do that is to have a moisturizer or a serum. And what I do and then what I recommend is to alternate between a moisturizer and a serum each day. A moisturizer will put that moisture back in, and a serum, think a serum is driving a bus, dropping off the kids at school. A serum will deliver the vitamins to your skin, but will not moisturize your skin. So if someone says a serum will moisturize your skin, they're not talking about a serum. They're not educated in what a serum does. A serum will deliver vitamins to your skin. So after I use my hyaluronic acid, then the one that I prefer, because I have brown spots, and this is about brown spots as well. I'm going to give you some other alternatives if you don't have brown spots, which is good for you. I happen to have them. So I have to make products that will help me as well as help my customers. But this is our Revitalize vitamin-packed facial cream with vitamin C, E, B3, B5, and B6, and shea butter. So you say, well, what's so great about that, Kelly Bruning? And I would say, well, I remember I told you that one of the things that gets rid of age spots is a vitamin C, right? So this comes in a brown little short bottle. I'm not going to open this one up right yet because it'll take me too long. But it comes in a brown jar, and it's rich, thick, and non-greasy, and it has the vitamin C in it. Again, I'm trying to age that, kind of trying to get rid of that age spot, and this is really helping. So if you have brown spots and you want to moisturize your skin, the Revitalized, what I call C&E cream, that's what it looks like in the store. It comes in a box. Eventually we'll get rid of the boxes, but right now I still have some, so we're going to use them. And the shea butter in here, the shea butter moisturizes my skin. So this is my preference that I use to moisturize my skin. So to back up to the steps, I've washed and removed my makeup with my cleansing pads with frankincense in them. Remember, you got to get the right ones because we have acne ones. So you got to get the right ones with the frankincense in it. I've washed and taken off my makeup with that. I've used my rose water astringent for my mature skin to balance my pH, help with fine lines, and put some of that rose hip in there for anti-aging properties using a little pad like this for my astringent. Then I've used soaps and such. I named it Dewy Dewy Dew, but it's my hyaluronic acid. And then what that does is it keeps my moisture in. I use one full pump covering my whole face. Okay, and then I've used my Revitalized face cream for moisturizing because it has a vitamin C, which is going to help me with my age spots, and it has the shea butter in it, which is going to help moisturize my skin. Okay, and so I can take a break here and show you the little diagram I have on how to apply any type of product to your face. Notice in particular that it is against gravity. So if you just remember against gravity, you don't need a technical diagram like this. You just want to go against gravity when you put any type of serum on or anything on your face, okay? Against gravity. Notice 4 on the neck down here. 4 on the neck down here. We can see that again, it's against gravity, and you always want to hit your neck with your moisturizer. Okay. Okay, so I moisturize with this because I have brown spots, and the shea butter will moisturize. I love this because it sinks right in. I hit my neck with it as well, and it just sinks right in and absorbs. I don't have to wait for anything. It's just a given. Again, just my skin just loves it and it absorbs it, and I'm not fussing with it. So that's what I like about this, what I call the Revitalized E cream. So you do have some other alternatives for mature skin if you don't have brown spots. And I'll get them from my little box here. There's a couple of them. Okay. First of all, there's the Skintastic one. Get that right. Skintastic. And what this has, it has argan oil in it. I'm getting used to the camera, so I apologize. Let me get that straight. Okay, so it has some argan in it. And argan is rich in omega-3 and fatty acids, which helps with youthful skin. So if you don't need something for age spots, then this is the same formula, but without the vitamin C in it. It's rich, thick, and non-greasy, and it substitutes the argan oil in it. So that's called our Skintastic Argan-Rich Moisturizing Face Cream. There I go, finally. And hold it up real good. Getting used to the camera here. I don't have a private cameraman. Sorry, my husband wouldn't volunteer for me, so I'm trying to use what I have and try to impart my wisdom on you. But that would be an option. Quickly absorbs. Another option that you would have if you have really, really dry skin with mature skin is the Renew Face Cream right here. The Renew. And that is probably 97% shea butter in it. And shea butter is the most moisturizing thing you put in your face. So if you have really heavy wrinkles and really dry skin with your mature skin, heavy wrinkles, I would recommend the Renew Moisturizing Shea Butter Face Cream. The thing about this face cream is too much for me personally. But if you had, like I said, if you have a weathered look or if you have some really dry skin, the Renew would be the one to choose. It does go on a little bit greasy and takes a little bit of time to penetrate your skin. So you need to be prepared to that if you choose the Renew. And that's the nature of the shea butter in it. The most moisturizing thing that I have that you can put on your face in the shop is the Renew Moisturizing Shea Butter Cream. And of course, it's available online as well. But again, if you're really, really dry skin or really, really deep wrinkles, that's the one you want to choose for mature skin. And then another one of our moisturizers that people are growing to love is this rose water and glycerin cream. Oops, go like that. Looking at two things at once here. So the rose water and glycerin cream, it doesn't have too much of a rosy scent to it. I've made sure of that. This is enriched in vitamin E. It's pink in color. If you do love rose scent, you'll just absolutely love it, but the rose scent is not overpowering. But the glycerin in there will really help to moisturize your skin. And this is another one that, again, absorbs quickly, which is what I like. Unlike the shea butter one, the Renew one here, that's going to take a while to sink in. But the rose water and glycerin cream will not. And again, has lots of vitamin E in it, made with rose water, moisturizes, nourishes, and enriches. And then, of course, it's one of my exclusive formulas. Soaps and such, as all these formulas are that are patent protected as we go, as I work with my formulations and the properties to bring you the best skincare naturally, which, of course, all of you know is my passion. And again, with the creams, you want to follow your little directions here. Again, this is important with going against gravity. Put on your face cream. So that will moisturize. So you have a lot of choices for your face cream. Recap, you have what I call the Revitalized C and E cream. If you have brown spots, you have the Renew. If you have really, really lots of wrinkles and really dry skin, you Renew. Remember, that one's going to take a while to sink in. Made with 98% shea butter. So it'll take a little while to sink in. The rose water and glycerin cream, which has a lot of vitamin E in it and those rose hip properties, which help with healthy skin. And you have this fantastic argan, which is argan is rich in omega-3 and fatty acids, which helps with mature skin too. So any of those could be a moisturizer. Okay, so we got all that done. You say, okay, Kelly, well, what's left? Well, I interchange my face cream with a serum every other day. So you have a couple of choices in a serum. Remember I told you that you say, well, geez, I just use a face cream and moisturize. Well, why do I need a serum for? Remember that serum is like driving a bus and dropping off the kids at school. We're driving to our face and we're dropping off little vitamin packets to our skin, the upper epidermis of our skin, and having it sink through in order to help with uh, bringing back the properties that we lost due to the aging process. Now, again, I focused on my age spots. This is the first serum that I made, and this is our number one serum in the shop, which is the Replenish serum. Let's see if I can really coordinate here. Replenish serum right here comes in this type of box. Eventually, we'll be getting rid of the boxes when we run out to go green, right? Which we all want to do. So you say, okay, so what's the big deal about the serum? Again, the serum will deliver that vitamin C, okay? But that's not all that this serum does. This serum so it has what we call, what do I want to call it? Not omega-3. It has the collagen production that your skin is missing. And how it does that is it stimulates collagen production because I have some silicone spheres type of material that is used in making the serum. So it's microsilicone sphere. That's the name that I was not getting into my brain here. So I use microsilicone spheres. So what does that do? Well, it helps the plumpness and the anti-aging as well. It has this real silky, silky softness to it. So it can be used as a primer for your face as well. So one little drop of this will do your whole face, and this will last about 3 months. So the great things about this is that it helps to fade those brown spots. It increases collagen production. It inhibits the brown spots. It has a wrinkle masking effect to it because of the microsilicone spheres that's made from this. It comes in a powdery form when I make it, the microsilicone spheres. So it diminishes the look of fine lines as well. So I use this every other day in place of the revitalized C&E cream that I use. And again, it comes in a brown bottle because of the vitamin C. You want to protect that against light. So that's called the Replenish serum. This is our number one serum in the shop. Okay, so its companion, if you don't have brown spots, is called the Argan Oil Milk Serum right here. And the difference between the two serums is one has vitamin C in it and one has argan oil in it. That's why I don't need a brown bottle for that. So this is argan oil, rich in omega-3 and fatty acids, the same velvety type of feel, the same collagen production with those microsilicone spheres I use to make this. So again, awesome. And again, they're available online at www.substancecentralpeanut.com. As you go into our featured products, you'll see all of these regimens that are there for you that you can buy the products in a total, or you can buy them separately. But again, this isn't a sales call. This is just to inform you about all of our different products and to take this so that the people that look at this down the road can say, oh, geez, that's what that does. So, and that's what that particular product does. Okay, so those are the two serums for mature skin right there. Again, alternating your face cream. Okay, so people say, well, what do I use at night? So at night, again, you want to wash your face. And especially if you use heavy makeup, you want to make sure that you get all that makeup off. So, and this is new to our product line. This is it right here. This is called, what did I end up calling this? The Super Power Serum. Superpower Serum. This is the box. Again, a little bit of coordination here on my part, so you know what the box looks like if you want to look at it before in the shop. But what's so great about this, you want to say, Kelly Bruning, and why did you make it, and why do you use it for mature skin? Because that's what we want to know, right? Well, this is made from rosehip seed oil, and it's also made with raspberry seed oil. So as such, it has that nice word called retinol in it, okay? Retinol helps to, in the form of vitamin A, helps us to reverse the aging process. So that's the big thing in here. And what does the raspberry seed oil do? It's that raspberry seed oil that's mixed in with this is good for cell regeneration. So again, this is called the Superpower Serum. Combines rosehip seed oil and raspberry seed oil for powerful delivery of retinol, omega-3, and more. Again, this is new to the shop. New to the shop and new to our online forum as well. Reduces wrinkles, sun protection, and skin cell repair from the sun. Retinol, vitamin A, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamin C. So for me, I'm going, woo, great, because it's going to help with my brown spots as well. So this is what I particularly use at night, and this is what I would recommend for people with mature skin to use as a night serum before you go to bed. It is in a treatment pump, which is kind of cool. And one squirt will do it for you. It does have a little bit of an orange hue to it, as you can see, because of the unrefined rosehip seed in it. And I buy unrefined because that means I have maximum minerals, vitamins, and minerals in there from the rosehip. So it does have a little bit of an orange hue. You got to really kind of blend it in if you don't want that orange hue on you when you go to bed. Me, I don't care, you know, personally. So I don't make an effort to put it all in before I go to bed. But if you don't rub it in, it will have a little bit of orange hue. And I don't want any of you to think that you're becoming a munchkin and Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory all of a sudden, if you're old enough to know that movie, which you probably are if you're looking at mature skin. But this is really awesome. I've noticed more and more of a demand for this, so I tell people about it. And again, it combines the rosehip seed oil. That's expensive for me to buy. This bottle is, I think, $59. Yeah, $59 in the shop and online, of course. And that would last you probably about 3 months, maybe a little bit more. But I use this every night because I like the rose hip seed properties. Everything I've read about it hydrates. It has that retinol effect to it for anti-aging and so on. And I'm actually 57 years old, people. 57. Now, somebody the other day said I look like I was 39. And hey, I'll take it. I don't think I look 39, but I know it's a testament to my products that I use because remember, I'm all for natural beauty products and what's good for your skin to help along with your beauty regimen. Another serum that you can possibly use is our neem beauty oil if you have severe rosacea. I would recommend the neem beauty oil. That's what I use to get rid of my rosacea, what I made. And doesn't smell very well, but I cut it with a little bit of lemon, and that's another thing that you can use for your face regimen if you have severe rosacea. And this is about brown spots as well. Just to back up for another moisturizer, forgot about this and want to bring this on. Those of you who prefer a lotion, the age-defying natural face lotion with frankincense there will really help if you want a face lotion. Frankincense essential oil helps with the anti-aging process. It is infused in this face lotion formula. We call it age-defying natural facial lotion with frankincense essential oil. So if you prefer a lotion instead of a cream, that would be the product to gravitate to. So again, with your face, once a week, I always recommend maybe a light exfoliant. You don't want anything rough with mature skin. This is one of the ones I would recommend. It's called the Vitamin E Vita Burst for light exfoliating. This is foaming. This will suds as well. And those are jojoba beads with vitamin E in them. And what's important with that is they dissolve in the skin upon contact. So these aren't like plastic beads you're flushing down our septic system, which is polluting everything. This is something that dissolves in your skin. It's a light exfoliant. You really don't want to use a sugar scrub on your face for mature skin. You don't want to exfoliate that raw. So you want to exfoliate once a week at the most. With mature skin, I do it once every 2 weeks with a very light exfoliating. I like this one. These are unscented. The VitaBurst beads pertain to those beads, or the jojoba beads that have the vitamin E in it. And again, that light exfoliant property for your skin to slot away any dry skin. Don't ever rub your face with anything, especially if you have more mature skin, because it will just, it's sensitive and fragile. So you want to make sure you don't rub it raw or exfoliate it raw with mature skin. As well, if you're using any type of face mask, I have a couple in the shop. I grabbed this one on my way out. This is the Cool Cucumber face mask, but this has aloe vera in it. It has aloe vera in it. So with mature skin, you don't want a traditional mud mask that's brown and is made out of, the clays that suck that oil out, because you're going to end up with a dry face like this after your facial, right? Feel really tight. And for mature skin, you don't need that. So you want to pamper your skin. So again, this is a little bit of a powder. You'll see it there. It's made of aloe vera. You take it a little bit out. You mix it with a little water, and it's probably about 8 to 12 applications in this jar. And again, it has aloe vera on it, so it's soothing. It's not sucking out all your oil. There's some other already pre-made face mask I have online, and there is one for mature skin. I just didn't grab it for this session here. I forgot to. But if you want a ready-made mud mask, we have one especially for mature skin. You can just magnifying glass, look at mud mask or mask, and it should pop up for the mature one, because it has extracts in it and it's already made and it'll last a long time if that's what you want to do. And you'll see that in your selections if you query that. And then the last thing I wanted to mention are facial steamers. Once every 2 weeks, I'll steam my face. Now, I bought myself a facial steamer. I think there's one left in the shop that I bought for a regular steamer, rather than to tent your head over a pot and use a towel. You can certainly do that. I have a professional one. Like I said, I think there's one left in the store if you're interested. But this again has some frankincense in it. You can drop it in a pot of water and cover your face, hot water, or you can use it into some type of steamer, but it'll release that frankincense into the steam as it dissolves. And then that frankincense will go into your skin with that steam. And it's kind of awesome to see, plunge it in the water and see it dissolve. And then that frankincense is released into the mist. And then that goes into your pores that are open because of that hot water. So these are kind of cool and available online as well as in the shop as well. But you do want to kind of do some type of steam regimen at least once every 2 weeks is what I do. And take the time to do it. I have to actually schedule the time because I'm a busy person, but I make sure that I do that. And as you steam it, it really helps to unblock those pores and release any impurities. And in this case, it would infuse the frankincense in your skin. Okay. So again, with mature skin, you're looking for products that are going to hydrate, plump, and restore natural pH, and also restore the plumpness in your skin, because some of the problems that we have is sagging due to the aging process, the loss of suppleness in our skins. And the way to do that is with products that have retinol and vitamin A in it, which was a night serum that I mentioned right here. with the rose hips. It comes in this box. It's called Superpower Serum. You can also do that with the Dewy Dew, as I mentioned before, the Dewy Dew. So to recap what I do, I'm just going to do this real quick because I mentioned it before. I just want to bring it all together for you. Is that I wash my face with these pads right here, with this beauty fluid here, because it takes off my makeup, moisturizes, and cleans my face all in one time, and infuses. This has frankincense in it, and infuses some frankincense in it. And I don't really like splashing my face. I like the lazy way out. So I use this to take off my makeup and to also cleanse my face. Instead of doing that, what you can do is you can actually buy the makeup remover right here, which we also have online, and that's our gentle makeup remover if you don't want to do that. If you don't mind splashing your face, I'm going to wash with the pomegranate geranium foaming face wash. So we wash our face, rose water astringent goes on next, Dewy Dew goes on next. Again, Dewy Dew is going to keep that moisture in. And what goes on then after that for me is a revitalized face cream. I go, phew, right? Then at night, I use the Superpower Punch Serum. The next morning, all my makeup's off. I don't have to worry about that. A heavy cleansing, so I hit it with the rose water astringent again. And the next day, I'll use alternating my face cream with my serum. I will use my my Replenish serum, my #1 serum, because I have brown spots, that silky feel with the microsilicone spheres that go and produce that collagen production to maintain youthfulness and plump up my skin, as well as fight my age spots. If you don't have brown age spots like I do, then you would use the alternative, which is that milk serum that has argan in it, but also still has the microsilicone spheres. You could try a little bit of each one of these in the shop. Just ask our sales clerk. We have them on display, and you can try a little bit on the back of your hand and really feel that the microsilicone spheres go to work on your skin. It's really soft, hard to describe, but when I put a little bit on a person's hand and they feel it, I say, well, wow, it's a silky feel that they've never experienced before. So I would recommend that you do that as well. An alternative are some of our creams like the rose water, the argan, or the Renew. Remember that the Renew is going to be a little bit greasy and for really hydrated skin. You can also use a lotion. I'd use the Age Defying lotion here for mature skin because it has frankincense in it. Right? Remember that once every 2 weeks you want to steam your face either with a professional steamer or with a pot of hot water, and then you tent it for about 10 minutes. So you can do that if you want to have fun. We have the facial steamers available. This one has frankincense in it for mature skin. It kind of explodes in the water and we release that frankincense in your face. Again, with an exfoliant, you don't want to be real rough on your skin. Remember that, especially with mature skin. And please only exfoliate at the most once a week. I do mine like once every 2 weeks. And I prefer the Vita Beads, the vitamin E Vita Beads. Remember, these aren't hard Vita Beads that are harmful, but they're actually vitamin E infused jojoba beads that will melt at the touch of your face and will rinse off. So we don't think ever of harming the environment with soaps and such products because we believe in safety. We believe in wholesome products, or I do anyways, and that's my big thing. I wouldn't have anything gadgets like that. And then at night for mature skin, your night serum would be the Superpower Serum. Why? Because it has vitamin A in it, which is inherent, aka or also known as retinol production. Rosehip seeds help with the vitamin E, anti-aging properties, and has the raspberry seed oil, which helps to reduce damage from the sun and helps with wrinkle prevention. Has a little bit of an orange hue to it. It's a little bit of a scent to it, inherent into oils, but nothing that's overpowering. has a little bit of that orange hue to it, so you want to make sure you rub it in at bedtime if you just choose to use that. And remember our little diagram here, just to recap, that you want to go counterintuitive. Don't go down with your serums, go against gravity, and kind of go up in your strokes as you apply your serums and your creams. And then I forgot to mention this again. This is if you want a bar soap instead and have brown spots, then you would choose this one that's infused with neem. And if you have brown spots, you might consider the neem beauty oil. The neem beauty oil, these have a little bit of a stench to them, but I cut it with lemon. This is what got rid of my rosacea naturally, and my dermatologist couldn't believe it. When I went in about a week after I started using this, I don't have to use this anymore, and my rosacea was gone. So, a lot to take in. And again, this is just a way for you to get more information from me on a one-to-one way here virtually. It's not a sales pitch. You know what the website's soapsandsuchlp.com, which you probably all know by now. But it's a way for you to gain more information about our beauty products on a one-on-one with me, because I'm not always there in the shop. I have to have some playtime as well. And I wanted, people have said, geez, I really like your videos because you share a little piece of yourself. And sometimes, when I'm there, you're not there. So this is a way to share with you my wisdom and my products with you that I know are wholesome and they do what they're supposed to do. And have any questions, you can put them in the comments. I will answer those, but this concludes our session. I'm going to stay on a little bit in case somebody has questions, but thank you for joining me. Hope you found this useful in learning more about Soaps and Such products. So any questions for me, you can put them in the comments section, I think. I'm going to see here. Slow. You can type them in if you have any questions for me. Now, wait a minute before I log off, see if anybody has any questions for me. If you're viewing this later, hi Kay. Hopefully you found this useful. I'm still getting used to this. So it's new for me. I'm doing my best. Well, thank you. Thank you. Kay says I found it very informative. Thank you. Again, it's a way when I received a note from one of my customers that says, geez, Kelly, I really like that virtual shopping that you did during the pandemic. It lets us see what's in the shop, it lets us get a little piece of you. So when I thought about, hey, geez, we get these awesome beauty regimen products, and ladies spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on beauty regimens that don't do a darn thing. I said, really, I want to do a sequence of beauty regimens. Tomorrow is sensitive skin. We're going to handle acne skin, oily skin. So all this week we have all of those different segments that are coming up. Those will be shorter than this segment. This one is the longest because there's all these various products that you can have. So the other ones will probably be about 15 to 20 minutes and will be recorded as well for you to look at it at a blog. And I'll also be emailing out the links as well. So thank you very much. Have a good night. Again, you have magnificent, mature skin. Hopefully I fooled you all. I'm 57 years old, so hopefully I don't look at my age and am a testament to my own products. I usually can pass for about 10 years younger. I don't know about 39 like somebody else had told me. But anyway, I think I look pretty darn good for no makeup at my age. And again, I like to impart my passion and wisdom onto you all so that you can make healthy bath and beauty choices as well. So have a good night. This is Kelly Bruning signing off from Rogers City, and I hope you enjoyed the talk tonight. Good night.